And there we go. I don't know what happened there. The mic just wasn't working. But hi, how you doing, everybody? There's nobody here, but that's okay. I kind of figured somebody's probably streaming, but I got a care pack from LDO Motors. I'm not sure what it is. I guess I did win some motors. I did forget about that. I did win some motors, but I don't know. I think it very well could be maybe a little Christmas gift. So we're going to go ahead and open that, but I got to double check on something here real quick. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to double check a few things before I go crazy. You know. And since there's only one other person here right now, hi. Hello to whoever is lurking in the chats. Bear with me. Froggy in the voice. Been fighting a bug and been kind of sick. Guy the Jedi, good to see you. Good to see you, Guy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we got a little care pack from LDO, and I'm not sure what it is. So we'll see if it's a Christmas bundle or a gift I won. I believe it was on Projects and Dad's Garage stream. I won a couple motors. So we'll see. Reverend, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good morning to you. How are the filament faithful tonight? I love that. That's awesome. Wilmington, good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I forgot that I was working with, first off, let me start with saying, you guys remember I've been talking about the Meshtastic stuff and working with Rockland out of Florida. I bought, like, first this was sent to me from them, and then a buddy of mine who sent me that got me hooked. So then I bought a couple of the Heltec V4s, and we got, got something on my shirt here, piece of wood from my fence. I got a couple of the Heltec V4s that I installed Meshtastic on, and we did that. I was talking with them today, talked to Jason over there at Rockland, and made sure that my affiliate stuff is all set up. So if you guys want to get something from there, I'm going to start dropping affiliate links and stuff, not tonight, but I'll get some affiliate link stuff set up. And then if you guys want to get into Meshtastic and get into like the Heltecs, the Wisebox, things like that, I'll have a link to Rockland out of Florida, stateside company that does resale. It's pretty big. They're growing well, and they want to partner with this dopey guy. So I figured, why not? Viking, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. But that being said, I will be getting some links set up, so everybody be looking for those. However, let's see what's in the box, because I'm tired of like waiting. Plus, I don't know how long I'm going to stream tonight. I have been still kind of sick with a touch of whatever the heck that was. It really kicked my butt. And I've been not sleeping well to boot. So I don't know that I'm going to stream for more than maybe an hour tonight. Maybe. We'll see. But let's open this up and see what it is. Is it the motors that I won? Or is this a care pack? It looks like it's more than a pair of motors. So it is a box of motors. So this is the motors that I won from Projects in Dad's Garage. So from Alex's stream, this is the motors I won. We've got, yep, 42 HT48, 42 HT48, 42 HT48, and another 42 HT 42 HT48. So these are supposed to be the good boys, and they have the like nice long shafts on them, and I believe these are the 48s, right? Hence the 48 in the number. But yeah, these are the Speedy Power HTs. So we could definitely upgrade something. We can definitely upgrade something. Definitely got plenty of these now for a build or two, depending on where we're putting them and what we're doing with them. So yeah, that would be the motors that I won from Projects in Dad's Garage's giveaway when he did his little stream a little while back. So that's what these are. So there you go. I got my motors that I won, I don't know that I'm going to be involved in the Christmas project or Christmas boxes this year from LDO, just because I haven't partnered or done much with them this year. So I don't know that I would be getting anything. Red Fox Squirrel. Looks like a guy named Kit. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, not feeling too great. You've been working on Tinker Atlas as always. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of, let's do something here real quick. I haven't been there in a little while, but I do need to like work on some projects so I can post some stuff. The last couple things I posted, I think, were just the cases I made for my Meshtastic stuff. So, but let's see here. Let me do one thing real quick whilst I'm here. I'll save that generated tag. There we go. I just created a quick little affiliate link tag for Rockland. If you guys were interested in Meshtastic stuff and you wanted to look, here you go. It's an affiliate link. I'm telling you that in stream. It is an affiliate link. So if you guys click on that and you want to go get some Meshtastic-y stuff, that helps me out. It lets them know you were there because of me. And in return, hopefully helps to grow the relationship, because I am hoping to do more. You guys know I'm more of a tinkerer of all things. 3D printing is kind of the big thing, but then we do silly things like 3D print a 10-inch rack that then just kind of sits there collecting dust because I haven't tinkered with that. But one of these days we'll get into doing some stuff on those. I am hoping to get some more tinker time as the winter goes on, to be out here and messing around with stuff and working on projects, just all kinds of things, not just the 3D printed stuff or 3D printing stuff, but you know, now we've got Meshtastic in the arsenal of things that Dan likes to play around with, and we've got the Raspberry Pis, and maybe we'll look at what we got to install on our Raspberry Pi or any other SBC based board to get, you know, Meshtastic or, you know, Meshtastic up and running on these. So I know it can be done. We'll have to see. It would be pretty cool to take one of the devices in there and turn it into a little Meshtastic node. And then as I travel to events, I can have a little mesh node that sits on my desk and at these events. So that'd be pretty cool. Hey, gonna have to get some things set up, but I do want to know how you guys are doing. Looks like quad drive Voron in your future. It would be nice, Reverend. I'm not gonna lie. It would be nice. I kind of am enjoying the out of the box, like fast and they work printers, especially the ones that are in the budget friendly kind of a thing. Let me zoom out. No, zoom out. Here, zoom all the way. No, not in, out. Was it all the way out? There we go. But I will tell you guys, there is going to be a third one joining up there, but it'll be probably in 26. So in 26, I'll probably in January, that'll probably be my birthday present to myself. A coworker and a coworker of mine, her husband and son have a Centauri Carbon, and they are more in the bamboo. They like the bamboo stuff. So they have the Centauri Carbon, but they want a bamboo. So I told them, I'll give you this much money if you want to sell it. And they were like, for you, we'll sell it to you for that price. I said, okay, good. But I got to get through December before I'll have the ability to make a poor financial decision. If anybody wants to help me out with buying it sooner rather than later, the links in my Linktree are the links to my PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. I will tell you that it is sub $300 is what I offered. So as long as I get, say, $250 or more, but $250 would probably be what I need. If anybody wants to help me acquire that as a Christmas present to myself, feel free to send it to the PayPal, Cash App, or the Venmo, and then I can let them know. And then they can bring it to work tomorrow, and then I'll just bring it home tomorrow if anybody's feeling generous this evening. I think after Joel's stream last night, I don't think anybody's got any money left. I think everyone gave to the Seattle Children's Hospital, which is a very good cause, and very much would rather you give your money to something like the Seattle Children's Hospital. But if you have fun money and you want to spend it on Dan, the links are there. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo are in the link tree. Pick one, send it off. Guess I should put my phone up here in case somebody does. That way I'll get the notification. But you are correct, Reverend. You can't go wrong with the Centauri Carbon. I've got two of them. I have the Micro Swiss hot end on this one. I love the Flowtech hot ends. I've got one on here. I would love to put one on here. Or if another company that likes to make hot ends wanted to put one out, I would love to put one on here and then kind of be able to do side-by-sides with them, you know. Family and all the kids. Your kids challenge daughter wear blindfold all day. Oh, yeah, that would be scary. I think if I was to try and ask my kids, my daughter or daughters to wear blindfolds, that'd be kind of scary. Family and all the kids, you look new. Are you somebody that is new to the channel and just found me? If you are, hi, how are you doing? I'm Dan. And if you are somebody who's been here before, then you know that I said hi, how are you all the time. And again, that my name is Dan. It was a fun stream and 32K, that's awesome. Yeah, 32K is awesome. I know it wasn't what they made the year prior, but still, times are a little tough, but still $32,000 goes a long way when you're trying to help families, so that's awesome. I'm glad that he does the stream. I stuck around as long as I could, but I was just beat last night. I finally passed out. I think it was like 10 o'clock my time. So passed out, went to sleep. I don't know if I won anything on any of the giveaways I entered. I did see what looked like it could have been me once on the list, but then I realized that that wasn't how I put my name in, so I don't think it was me. I could be wrong, but we'll see if I get an email notification in the next couple days that says, hey, you won this on Joel's stream. I don't think I did, and that's okay. I'm not really worried about getting stuff. If I do, great. But if not, not a big deal. I did miss the LDO giveaway, which kind of stunk because I was really hoping to get in on the LDO giveaway. Hey, well, family, thank you for the sub. Greatly appreciated. Pretty much my streams, since you're just subbing now, I will let you know. My name is Dan. I'm mostly into 3D printing, but I tinker in all kinds of stuff. Recently I started getting into Meshtastic stuff, so I've been playing around with Meshtastic. I've got the little WizBlock starter kit right here, WizBlock. I'm not sure how to say that. I really should probably find that out. But then I also have a couple of the Heltec V4s that I've got set up. I've got one in my backpack in the house, one upstairs in a window, and then I've got this guy that sits out here in my office. G.RS. GERS. And what did you say? Some crazy prizes, lots of, like dirt bike or rally training drive. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, man. I wish, oh, GMRS radio. Ah, gotcha. Okay. So you're more of a, you're more into the radio and tinkery side. So you'd be more of you'd be more of a resource when I'm playing around with the Meshtastic stuff. That's cool. Well, hopefully, like I said, with Rockland, with me getting set up with as an affiliate with them, hopefully we'll be working together on some stuff. Like I said, I've been buying the things. Like this was sent to me by a buddy of mine. I printed some parts for him for some kits that he wanted to do. So I just printed some parts and shipped them to him as a thank you. He sent me this guy. And then, of course, I had to print some parts for it. So this is one of Tony G's cases over on Printables. But it's one of Tony G's cases. I've got a 3,000 milliamp hour battery in there, and then the WizBlock starter kit or WiseBlock starter kit with a 10 dB antenna. So, and it's just set up running the Meshtastic software on here. Got it set up as a client. It just sits out here, and if it picks stuff up, it does. And then, like I said, I've got two of the Heltec V4s. One is, they're both in a printed case from, this wasn't Tony G. I forget who it was now that I printed those cases from. I got a couple Tony G cases back there that I printed for the V3s. Maybe I'll pick up a couple of those. I noticed that the V4 is definitely the better one to get, just because of its lower power consumption, so the battery lasts longer. And my understanding is the radio is a little tougher as well, so it's lower power and better push, you know. You got a FL Sun T1 Pro, broken with for $100 Canadian. Fixed it, and it's a beast. Yes, they are. The FL Sun T1 Pros, the T1s are nice. Definitely a good buy at $100. Berkey's, is it Berkey's? How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope life's treating you good. But like I said, I mean, for the most part, my channel is basically just, I have ADHD and I bounce around a lot. So sometimes you come here, I'm just hanging out chatting. Sometimes I'm working on stuff. Like tonight I got this box. I wasn't sure what it was. It was from LDO. It was the gift or the prize that I won on Projects in Dad's Garage. I won 4 of the 42s, the 4288 or the 42 HT88s motors from LDO. So these are the big boys. They got the nice longer shaft on them, and they're the Speedy Power HTs. So definitely going to be an interesting thing to figure out what to put them in. I do have a blue frame back there that I maybe said that if I could work something out with the Red Fox Squirrel there, because I believe Red Fox Squirrel was the one who asked me about it. But that blue frame sitting behind me is probably going to go to the blue Fox Squirrel, or the Red Fox Squirrel, sorry. But the blue frame, Red Fox Squirrel, if we can figure out how to make that happen. I do have it all kind of like screwed together, so maybe there'll be an event that I'm going to that he'll be at that we can just say, here you go. Otherwise, my hopes are to build a Trident one day. I would like to do that. So maybe toss it on a Trident and do an all-wheel drive Trident. We can do a dual motor Trident, you know, or a quad motor, sorry, do a quad motor Trident. That'd be pretty cool. And then have some fun with that. I think it'll whip around like crazy. It'll be awesome. So maybe that'll be one of those things in the future. But for right now, it's not. Just want to take a look at some stuff here. Let me move some things around. I think my Venmo notification is the $2 I spent on a fountain pop for my wife after work on the way home. It was. Okay, there we go. Just making sure. I don't want to miss if you guys say or do anything. If you guys send anything, I want to give you shout outs, man. So, BBs, what's going on, BB? How is BB tonight? Forgive my nasally sinusy soundingness. Like I said, it is the bug that is going around that I ended up with like 2 weeks ago, and it's still kicking my butt. So the sinuses are still plugged up and still feeling like hot garbage. But I have not streamed all last week. I wanted to stream tomorrow night, actually. I wanted to stream, but we got a box from LDO. We had to stream. That's all there is to it. You know, we get a package, we have to have a stream. If something good comes in, we got to stream because you guys got to see what comes in, you know? Same old shit. Yep, you can say shit here. Remember, we're not a super family-friendly stream. We do say dirty words. So if you are offended by that, I try to keep it PG-13, which allows me 1 F-bomb per stream. However, the problem we run into, I guess YouTube standards are a little different. Because if you look into movies, PG-13 movies are allowed 1 F-bomb, but apparently on YouTube, you are allowed 2 F-bombs per hour, or per 3 hours, maybe you're allowed 2 F-bombs. But I try to just stick to the 1. But if my 16-year-old daughter or my wife come out here, you can just forget about that, because it's going to be a rated R stream right away, because I love them both, but they got mouths like truckers, so they definitely like to say the things, you know. Let me add this in real quick. Whoops. So while we're chatting, I'm going to just set up a timer. Oops, sorry. Okay, boom. Let's change that to 20 minutes. And let's change that to 10 lines of, or online interval. Nope, put that back to 5. And then chat lines, we'll make that 10. Bear with me, gang. And then let's activate the timer. All right. Put the Rockland link in there just for the general affiliate link. So there's a general Rockland affiliate link in there. Ken Rock, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Official Secret Santa. Crazy daughter. Yes, she is. My 16-year-old daughter. For those who don't know, who are new to the channel, again, my name is Dan. This is MakerMind Nexus. It's more or less a kind of a free-for-all, whatever my ADHD tunnel is leading me down. I stream working on those things, doing those things, or just hanging out and chatting with you guys. Tonight was more of a show you guys the motors I won from Projects in Dad's Garage's giveaway that he did a little while back. I won, I thought 2. Thought I was getting 2 motors because I thought it said for 2. But little did I know it was for 4. So I have 4 of the 4248 HT or 42 HT48s. So I have 4 of them sitting right here. But that was what the stream tonight was going to be, just kind of like do this, hang out and chat. But for the new folks here, again, there are 3 sons in my family. I have 3 boys, and then we have my wife and I. We have 3 boys and 4 girls. So we are a big blended family. Before you guys go wondering, we are a big blended family. I have 3 sons from my first marriage, a daughter from my second. My wife has 2 daughters from her first, one from her second. So we are just a big blended family full of munchkins. Yeah, we also are grandparents. My second oldest boy, him and his girlfriend gave us a little boy in June. So we are grandparents. We have a little grandson as well. So there's a little bit about me. I work IT at a school during the day, and then in the evenings, I'm either with family or I cut out time to come hang out with you guys and do things out here. I haven't been very active out here lately, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to get more into the streaming as we roll into the new year. It's my hope every year. You know, we get more into streaming, and would like to get to the 1 to 2 days a week, more, 1 to 2 hours a night streams again. So it'd be nice to get, possibly 2 to 4 hours of streaming per week, working on things, playing, talking, hanging out, and just living life. And Secret Santa, you are in the North Pole, so I hope you are staying as warm and as cool as you need to be. But yes, so again, there are lots of kids in my life between my personal life and the fact that I work for a school. There may be some things coming up that I'll talk more about once I know more about. But that being said, right now it's just a lot of in the air. So when things are a little more solidified after a meeting or 2, whatever it will take, we'll have more to talk about. But as of right now, this is pretty much what I do: work, family, and when I can, hang out with you guys. Been in doing this for since 2019, 2020. I started streaming on YouTube, went to Twitch for a little while. A lot of people came to Twitch, came back to YouTube, and I decided to rebrand. Originally it was DB3D Dan, but then I got lost in the 3D alphabet. And Maker Mind Nexus just kind of was a thing that came up because I have a Maker Mind, and the Nexus is being the place where you can kind of like all come together. So I figured this would be a great place for people of all different types of hobbies and interests to kind of come and hang out. And so Maker Mind Nexus was born, and it's just a place for me and my ADHD to show off the things I'm working on, things I'm doing, what I got going on. I've made a lot of amazing friends over the years. Maker Viking is one of them. He's got Tinker Atlas. So if you go to tinkeratlas.com, you know, Viking is a mod in here. He could totally drop the link, but I guess I'll type it in real quick here. tinkeratlas.com. You can go there, check it out, and sign up for an account, and then join the other tinkerers and makers in the area, or in your area, or see more people around you. It's a great little site for the simple fact that it lets you find more like-minded individuals in your area. And as the site's been growing, features have been getting added, and it's going to be cool that, like, if you have an event that you want to talk about or you want to show off or whatever, there'll be like a calendar where you can post your events that are coming up, and then more people from your area can go there, see what events are going on, days, times, things like that. Then you guys can have little meetups and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Or around the world, if you want that. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, it's not just specifically local to your area. It's like giant map of the entire globe. And as people sign up, they can put, you know, if you're comfortable enough, you can dox yourself, put your exact address. You can put just your general city. You can put just your, you know, you can pick, and the map is getting to more and more like you can do this, you can do that. So he's constantly working on stuff in the background. If you have cool ideas or something you think would be a cool feature, always feel free to hit him up on there and say, hey, have you considered this, you know? So, oh, Viking brother, you know, I'm always down to help, brother. Always down to help. How you doing on your donations for the month? You've made your goal for December, so sweet. He does have like a little goal set up on the side there. If you go to the website down on the side, if you go there and you can help him reach his stretch goals, he's reached his goal for the month of December. But if you can help him reach his stretch goal, he's hoping to pick up some studio gear. He needs another $995 for the month to be able to get that studio gear. So if you want to help him get a studio setup going, be great, you know. Time to throw some tokens down to the Viking. Good, Canrog. By the way, gang, for those who don't know, Canrog and Viking are obviously both my Norwegian brothers from other mothers. Both those guys have been really awesome over the years. So if you don't know who they are, follow them, find them. Viking has been, you know, my brother in this community since pretty much day one. Like when I started getting into the 3D printing and streaming and stuff, I you know, met Viking. We had many talks, many hours spent just chatting. And he is definitely like a brother. And then Canrog, I found him through Rohan and the Rook, and then started talking to him through the groups and through the Rohan group with the work that he did on the Rook 2020. And there's another Rook 2020 frame floating around here somewhere. There it is. It's right next to me. You can actually see the end of it right here. I broke apart. I got to do some stuff, but we're going to finish building the LDO Rook 2020 here at some point. We're going to get that done. Just drop by to see what's up. Wish me wishing happy holidays, and go easy on the Swedish fish. You're in Norway as well. Oh, that's right. The Swedish fish are gone. I did finish the Swedish fish. As a matter of fact, I call her my work daughter. She's about 2 years older than my oldest son, so she's like a daughter to me. She's, been her classroom is right next to my office. So she's like my daughter, and she knows me all too well. She also brought me a bag of Swedish fish for a Christmas present. So I have a bag of Swedish fish in my office that I've been nibbling on for the last couple of days. Berkeys, you have a wonderful evening. Good to see you, and thanks for stopping by. I know it is, John. I know. I don't lie about the fact that I don't condone it, and I don't tell people to do it. That's why I don't sit here and talk about what I do or what I use and where you can go get it. I'm not going to condone anyone doing that. Am I a licorice guy? Of course. And yes, if you're going to ask, I do like black licorice. So black licorice is actually not a flavor that bothers me. I prefer black licorice. As an Italian boy growing up, my grandmother was very fond of the anise cookies, the anise candies, and of course, black licorice. So I grew up with it. So for me, it's not a big deal, you know. John Doe, I'm not going to sit here and tell anybody what to do and what not to do, man. If they want to, they're going to. I'm not here to try and, sway people into a bad habit or vice versa. I figure if you're here watching my stream, you must be at least 18, because I do say that my streams are not family friendly, so shouldn't be popping up on YouTube Kids. So you'd be an adult here. So adults are free to make up their own minds and choose their own choices. I am not here to push or to pull anyone in one direction or the other. Do as you please. Hey, Kenrock, not a problem, man. Not a problem. John Doe, I understand completely. I understand completely. I get that. You are free to make that suggestion. I'm waiting to see if my next if the one that I just added in is going to start cycling through, because I haven't seen it yet. But let me go back and see. No, that one was the Micro Swiss. That was the Micro Swiss. That was the Micro Swiss. Micro Swiss one kind of hit quite a few times, and we just now got the Sliceworks one. So I do drop affiliate links. I have Stream Elements set. It does drop some affiliate links from time to time. So if you guys are looking for stuff, consider using. There's the Rockland one. There we go. So there's the Rockland one now. So if you guys are looking to get into Meshtastic or other LoRa-based devices, consider checking it out and consider using my affiliate link. It helps me out. I get a little commission on all the sales. It doesn't cost you anything more. And the more people that use the affiliate link, the more that helps put me on the radar with them and helps them to see. And hopefully in the future, that'll lead to being able to do some giveaways and stuff with them, and maybe even getting, some product in hand to check out that, they want me to feature and show off. So consider using the link and checking it out. Even if you don't want to buy anything, just consider clicking the affiliate link just so they can at least track that and see that you are, my link is being used and you guys are seeing it. So it is always good one way or another, sale or no sale. If you just use that link just so they can at least track that people are coming from my streams to their site, that helps them out. I will tell you guys that my yearly Christmas stream is not going to happen this year. I do apologize. I may have said that on my last stream, but this year things were just a little chaotic and crazy. I didn't have time to line something up, and I am thinking that probably in September, October of next year, I'll start reaching out. I'm going to try and get Christmas next year a little more lined up so that we can do that. If not, it may be the day after Christmas, so the 26th. I may do a stream, like an all-day stream, like I have in years past, where we do like an 8 to 12 hour stream where we just hang out, we talk and we just give stuff away throughout the day. But I'm thinking that, next year will definitely be the thing. This year, like I said, Christmas, the year itself just kind of got hectic and crazy, and I didn't have time to reach out to, the companies that I've worked with in the past and possibly some new. But I'm hoping that next year, companies old and new, we'll have a nice little Christmas Day giveaway stream. The same rules will apply as they have in years past. It is Christmas. It is a holiday. You will not have to be present to win, but you will have to at least, fill out the form, which will not go live until the stream is up. So the stream will go up. I will make the form live, and then you'll just fill that out, and we'll just start giving things away. I do like the way that Joel does it with the using that I forget the site now. Help me out here, gang. What's that site that Joel uses? I do like that, and if I can get enough people set up and we get enough stuff and I get enough time, I may use that instead, where we can just, I can create, Gleam. There we go. Thank you, Guy. I'll maybe look at setting up Gleam, and we'll just have. See, the problem is with Gleam is. It doesn't really work well for the you don't have to be present to win kind of a thing, because then I would have to leave all the giveaways open, and then people who maybe don't even come to the stream at all or aren't even subscribed to the channel would click on the Gleam links, prior, and then we'd have to pull them up and give them away. I'd rather do it kind of like I have with the wheel of names. We'll set up 2 wheels. We'll have a gift wheel, and then we'll have a names wheel, and then I'll just copy the names, paste them in. We'll do some shuffles, we'll spin, that person will win, whatever the item that we picked was. Or maybe we get silly, and since it is Christmas, maybe we'll pick the person first, and then we'll pick the gift after. But again, that's over a year from now. But so I give you guys an idea of what to look forward to in 2026. Like I said, I'm going to reach out to all the companies I've worked with in the past: Micro Swiss, Big Tree Tech, Polymaker, LDO, of course, and then hopefully new companies that we work with throughout the year. We can, get them involved. Like I said, I've just started working with Rockland, so I would, if I was doing the giveaways, I'd really hate to ask them for something right out the gate like that. So this gives us a year to work together and kind of go from there. Sorry, gang, gotta talk to the missus. I kind of forgot to tell her that I was going to stream. So I fixed the broken fence and then came out here to stream. Forgot to tell her. So bad husband moment. You dropped out for a second, couldn't find your headset. Oh, hey, not a problem. Kenrock, we got four of the 42 HT 48s. So we got 4 of those. These were a these were the motors that I won on Projects and Dad's Garage's stream when he did his giveaway stream. So he had a giveaway stream a while back, and I had won, I thought, a set. So I thought 2 of the motors. Apparently the set meant 4. So I have 4 of them now sitting here. So we'll have to find a project and make that happen. Maker Viking, not a problem, brother. I'm gonna get a little Autobot or a little bot script set up for that too. My wife wants to send the doggo out, but yeah, good for an all-wheel drive build. Yes, it is, Canrod. Yes, it is. So maybe I'll figure out a way to get my hands on that Trident. I'd like to get a Trident 300. A Trident 300 kit, maybe a 350 if they happen to have one somewhere. But like a 300 and do an all-wheel drive. Maybe even get the CNC parts too. and do a CNC all-wheel drive. That'd be pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. I don't see that being a in the cards kind of a thing, but it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, gang, I got 43 minutes in. We're gonna go for another 17 minutes. We'll give it a full hour stream tonight. Like I said, it's pretty much just hanging out, talking about that kind of life and where we're at. And so about another 17 minutes here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up and kind of get back with the family. Since I just fixed the fence, I'm gonna make sure Doggo's not out running, you know. I should build a Delta Flyer. Best little printer, but might be biased. You might be a little biased. Maybe because you have a little something to do with that one, just a little bit. Not gonna lie, Canrog, if I can get one, I will definitely build one. There's no doubt about that. I think it'd be kind of cool to build a Delta Flyer. Be kind of a cool little printer to build and have on stream for a little while, and then maybe take that one to work and make that one my little office printer, because the kids definitely are fascinated with Delta printers. And if I can have a cool little desktop Delta printer, and I can tell the kids I built this one and show them, like the cool stuff about it, it would be fun. So it wouldn't, I definitely wouldn't mind. I don't feel like I should probably ask Jason if I could get one sent to me. A lot of people are giving them away right now for the holidays, so I don't think it would be nice of me to say, hey, Jason, could you send me a Delta Flyer kit? But I think it would be kind of cool. And I would definitely do that if I got one. We would definitely be working on that. Get the little Delta Flyer together. I'd get all the parts printed. It's not like I don't have machines that can print parts. Speaking of, that's some ASA sitting on there, so I could always print some parts in ASA and go a little overkill. But we could definitely do that. So maybe down the road. I know I've been asking Jason for quite a while about sending me a Trident off and on periodically, dropping hints that if he happens to have a Trident kit, regardless of the size, if he wanted to send one my way. And he at one point was going to send me one, but I did tell him that if he's got another larger content creator in mind that he thinks it would be a better fit for, to send it to them. It's kind of how I am, like I know that, I want these things, but if the companies have, other content creators they'd rather work with, please, work with them. I don't ever want to seem like I should be more important and that you should have to send me anything. If you have it and you want to, send it my way and we'll work on it. But yeah, I mean, maybe down the road, I'll hit up Jason and say, hey, if a Delta Flyer kit accidentally landed at my house, I wouldn't complain. Oh, I'm quite sure he could. I'm sure I could hit him up if the funds were in the account. I could hit him up and say, hey, I got this much. Can I get a Delta Flyer kit? And he'd be like, yeah, let me work with whichever company he picks. And one of his stateside companies would make that happen. It is weird calling you Red Fox Squirrel. I'm always used to Kit. Let's see here. Just checking some stuff, gang. Give me just a minute here. I was just making sure I wasn't missing anything. Like I said, if you guys send me stuff, I want to make sure I give you guys shout outs. You guys at least deserve a shout out when you guys send me things. So there, at least that'll hopefully get it to stop. Okay. Nope, still showing damn notice. Name changes suck. Yeah, I know. Built over bot. I get it. We were talking about that earlier, Bob, before you got here. We were talking about how originally I started as DB3D Dan and then changed my name to MakerMind Nexus and really messed with everybody's head. I even did like DB3D Makes as like a secondary channel, which was going to be more focused on like makery stuff. But then I just abandoned that real fast because I was like, DB3D Makes is another one of those lost in the 3D printing alphabet or the 3D alphabet. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna just, and that's where, again, like I said, I like the idea of maker and, you know, all that stuff. So that's where Maker My Nexus came to be. And then because I am completely scatterbrained all the time, and not everything I do is considered maybe maker, I was thinking about taking my personal YouTube channel and changing the name on there because it's just my name. So all on one channel. Yeah. I trust me. I figure Maker My Nexus is a good blanket for a lot of the stuff. So that's why I figured I would just leave it Maker My Nexus and just kind of work with that. And then I start to have like second thoughts, like maybe I should have picked something even more generic to cover a wider, like a wider thing. But then I'm like, most of the stuff I do is geared around 3D printing in some way, and 3D printing is more of a maker hobby. So I was like, I'll just leave it like that, and I'll just do what I do under the Maker My Nexus like name, and there's always a way to tie it back into it. So again, when working with the Meshtastic stuff is more kind of like techie nerdy, but because we're 3D printing stuff and it is kind of like a hobbyist thing, I figure why not. 3D Medic Vince, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. But watch when I did the La Potato stuff. Yes, yes. Speaking of the La Potatoes, there's one sitting right here. That's the Tritium, and here's a La Potato. This La Potato has a 32 gig eMMC storage on it. But yeah. Wait, is this one the La Potato? Yes, yes it is. S905XCC, La Potato. So, La Potato, the Tritium board. Here's a Renegade. Here is this one is a Alta board, the Libre Alta board. So, got a few of those, you know. Do I still talk to them? I have not talked to Libre in some time. It seems like we just kind of, you know, they were more focused on trying to do get more stuff off the ground and doing more stuff. I had mentioned to them that when they get the compute modules, there was talks of them doing a compute module based on their Solitude and Alta boards. I did tell them, you know, when you get to the point where you want to like test those, let me know. I have different devices that I can plug them into and try them on to see how they will function and work with, you know, current on the market CM4 style boards. But it just seems like we maybe have grown apart a little bit, and that happens. You know, it's like everything in business. I mean, if you're not providing a value that they're looking for, then they may look elsewhere. And that's fine. It's company's right. Like I said, I am no better or no more special than the next guy. And there are quite a few people out there that are a bit more talented and offer a bit more, or can offer a bit more than I can. So to them, I understand. Like, you know, work with the people that help your company the best. So, like I said, I'm not always a family friendly guy. I don't always keep my conversations family friendly, but I do try to stick very, very firm to my, you know, we don't talk about politics, religion, or current like hot button issues. We don't talk about that stuff. So, yeah. You want to do a little NAS and media center server? Oh, Bill for a while. So see video ideas at the moment. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, Kenrock. And if you decided to do the lab racks, remember the lab racks is a 5U, and then you can add another 5U, or there's a 3U edition to make it an 8U or a full 10U. So, and me personally, like I said, it's nothing against the other ones that are out there. Again, Alan Mandic really, he's got a really sweet one with his Mod 10. It's a pretty sweet little unit as well. I just personally like the overall aesthetic of that guy. Here, Since the camera's being silly, let's do this. That guy right there. Yes, that guy right there. I just like the look of it. You know what I mean? Kaz, what's going on? Good to see you. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Oh man, the old as a hot dog a sandwich is about as good as the pepper or pineapple on a pizza. Which, as an Italian, I think anything can go on a pizza if you want it to. I don't care. Like I eat pepperoni or I eat pineapple on pizza. I do, and you can burn me at the cross if you must. But I'm just telling you, I am one who enjoys the pineapple on the pizza. Not all pizzas require pineapple, but I do like pineapple on pizza. Yeah, built over bot. I got to come down and visit you, man. We got to set something up here, maybe after the first of the year, so I can bring you that printer. Either that, or we can always meet up for lunch somewhere in the maybe in the Bloomington Normal area. I don't know how far away that is from you, but that doesn't really out either one of us. But that printer right there, see that printer right there that needs a bunch of stuff to get it working, but you said you wanted to do it, so that little guy right there. You've been stuck lately. Yeah, I understand, man. I know you got a lot going on the home front, so I completely understand. But hopefully, we can do something. Like I said, if nothing else, maybe we can meet up somewhere in the middle, get some lunch, and just bullshit for an hour or so. And then you can get back on your way and head on home. You're a paisano too? Yeah. So, Guy, you're probably one of the ones who's hell bent against the pineapple, or did I miss that you said pineapple was okay, or did you not? Oh, you didn't chime in yet on that. But yeah, I'm half Italian, so I'm only half perfect according to some of my family. Yes, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't really bother me. Everybody's gonna do what they're gonna do. I need to visit Brazil. It would be fun. It's definitely not in the it's definitely not in the budget, but I definitely would not mind some time in Brazil. It'd be cool to check out somewhere other than the United States. I've never even crossed the border into Mexico or Canada. I've only ventured across this vast land of the United States. Have it. Good to see you, man. What are you doing? What'd you miss? Uh, just that I was talking about. I got the LDO motors I won from Projects and Dad's Garage's giveaway stream. The LDO motors. I thought it was a two. I thought it was two motors, is what he had said, but some reason four of them showed up. So they are four of the 42 SHTs, or STHs. I keep saying SHTs, but they're THs, 48s. So they got the nice long motor shafts on them, and they're 48 volts. So we can have some fun at some point. We'll build something and put them in there. Yeah, build a robot. Like I said, I got nothing right now, Bob. Nothing planned, but it's not to say that if I don't get something, we won't figure something out. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll find something to put them in. If nothing else, maybe we'll go nuts with something and make it a 48 volt all-wheel drive Rook 2020. Have this tiny little Rook that just has like some insane speed. That'd be pretty crazy, don't you think? I know Canrog wouldn't mind that. Okay, Z-belts on the F0 are in place, or the Yat 0. Nice. For the rest of the belt that you have, yeah. 315 millimeters, which isn't much. No, but at the same time, it isn't much, but it is if you don't have it. You know, you have more belt. Yeah. Ideally, I would love to get just like a big spool of like Gates 2 belt, like big spool of Gates 2 belt. I am confusing my camera like crazy right now. But I would love to get my hands on like a big spool of just like Gates 2 belt, just have it on a reel, just sitting up there on the wall. Anytime I need some belt, we just pull it down, snip it off, and go. You know, that'd be awesome. Make it fun for, you know, projects and things, just to have like a full roll of Gates 2 belt. Newer fad seems to be the Gates 1.5 belt. Really? I'd still probably stick with the Gates 2 belts. Go with the new Gates 3 belts. Ooh. But everybody's going with the 1.5s, huh? It would be interesting. I don't know that I have too much to use it with, but you know. Oh man. So gang, before we wrap this thing up, because we're at that hour mark, and like I said, I really didn't have any major plans. It was more or less just a how you guys doing and catch up stream. And you know, I just kind of wonder how you guys have all been. I keep talking, but how have you guys been? Haven't researched it yet. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. But that's not to say I won't. And I forgot that I did get set up with that affiliate program for Rockland, so I'll have to um, hit those guys up and let them know, because I had a call with them today. So, like I said, hopefully that means good things are in the future for the channel and playing around with Meshtastic stuff. But as of right now, it's just it's an affiliate link that's set up. I have bought from them with my own money. I know that, you know, they're good people to talk to and work with, pretty responsive when you have questions. So I figure I will be more than happy to sign up with an affiliate, and the two products that they sell that I can speak of personally are the WiseBlock, or the was it Rack Wireless WizBlock kit, the starter kit. It's like 36 bucks. And it's more of a modular kit. So I can speak of that one because I have one. And then the Heltec V4s, I've got two of those, and they all work just fine and talk to each other without any issues. So those are two that I can personally vouch for. But hopefully over time, we'll play around with more of that stuff, and we'll be able to mention more things. Thought you need to take apart the X gantry again for the back brace. Need to add some M3 nuts to the 1515. Forgot to put them in and didn't have the LDO drop in 1515s. Yes. Oh, my dog goes out there barking, so he's getting antsy. So he's going to want Daddy to take him back in the house. The next will be the GT.5s. Yep. Using new belt, yeah. So you can be the bad influence built over bot. That's exactly how it works, man. Somebody's got to do it, right? But anyway, gang, I do thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me tonight for this little adventure where we showed off the LDO motors. And legitimately, they are motors from LDO Motors. So, as usual, if you want to buy good motors, buy LDO Motors. Nothing against Moon's Motors. I just like LDO. So, if you use Moon's, good for you. If you use any of those cheap other ones that have another brand's name on it, if it works, it works. But I like LDO. So when I can get my hands on LDO, I love using LDO. That's just me. Yet another Tri-Zero. Yeah, it's the V0. It's the triple belted V0, similar to like the Pandora's Box, which is another belted mod for it. It's a larger X 1515s to fully enclose everything, and then it uses belted Z. So it's very similar. Yeah. Pandora's Box currently lives with Havoc. So for those who remember Havoc in chat here earlier, that would be where the Pandora's box is, living with Havoc. I wonder if it's wreaking havoc for Havoc. But gang, I do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out tonight. I hope you guys have fun. Again, if you guys are looking to buy stuff, consider using my affiliate links. It helps me out with the affiliates, lets them know that, you know, I do talk about them. You know, Micro Swiss has been good to me over the years, and you know, Rockland, it seems like it's a pretty good thing for me, and hopefully for you guys as well, for those who are interested. You can get into the whole Meshtastic thing for like $30 right now and get yourself a little node set up, see if there's anybody around you who's got one, and talk to them. But yeah. Oh man, sorry, Havoc. Sorry to hear that, brother. See you on Tinker Atlas. Yep, everybody go check out Tinker Atlas. But yeah, gang, I am going to jump off of here. I got to run in the house, grab the laptop, and do some kind of behind the scenes stuff that I want to get set up and done, get some, you know, the affiliate links set up, and work on getting some other things added in. So I do hope to see you guys all later. Like I said, I was hoping to stream tomorrow night. I stream tonight. I don't really have plans for tomorrow, so if I do stream, I'll post it out on like the X and stuff and let you guys know. I did restart the Facebook group, so there's a Facebook page for MakerMind Nexus. If you go on Facebook and do facebook.com/@MakerMindNexus, I believe it's @MakerMindNexus. Let me look real quick. Yep, @MakerMindNexus. So if you go to Facebook and do @MakerMindNexus, if you haven't joined, join over there. I'm trying to get better about posting, you know, updates, alerts, and stuff over there. And who knows, maybe one of these days we'll do a Facebook live stream. Brian, thanks for the sub, man. Greatly appreciated. All the little subs that come in help get me closer to that 2,300. We're getting closer. Every time someone subscribes, we get just that much closer to 2,300. Thank you. But it's in the list to get fixed. Nice. All right, gang. You guys have a good one. Stay out of trouble, stay out of jail. Happy 3D printing and all those things. And don't forget, I make the mistakes so you don't have to. Or if you do, at least you know I made the mistakes first. So, bye, guys.